The following sports program on the Vulcan Sports Network is brought to you by CUTV, California University Television. So if sports is your thing, buckle up. You've got the best seats in the house.
CUTV, California University Television, presents Lady Vulcan Softball.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship game of the NCAA Division II Softball Championships. I'm Paul Flores, along with me, Bruce Wald, and we'll be bringing you all the exciting action of the game today. And what a game it will be. They'll be playing Bloomsburg's Huskies, who won the opening game here on this final day of the regional. And they won it in fashion. They played both long ball and some great pitching as well by Kittle. Bruce?
Yeah, Paul, it was a big 3-0 win for Bloomsburg. Cal and Bloomsburg now for the third straight year will meet for the regional championship. Cal U 43-3 with a win over Bloomsburg on Friday in 8 innings. Of course, a tough 1-0 loss to Kutztown to start the tournament. And Paul, you can, in the never-ending world of sports cliches, you could say it's a one-game season because that's what it is. The winner moves off to the 8-team Division II World Series in Emporia, Kansas, and the loser goes home. So it's a one-game deal.
And just to show you the contrast between the two different days of the tournament, we opened up Friday, it was 80, and we had short-sleeve shirts on and T-shirts and worrying about getting a sunburn and to play the opening day on Friday. Then yesterday came the washout with all the rain, and today, well, we've got the winter jackets on and gloves and everything else trying to keep ourselves warm enough to play. But the bats were hot for Bloomsburg in that opening game.
Yes, they were. Bloomsburg, Christy Kittle, who probably get the starting call, the freshman as the pitcher, hit her second home run of the tournament, a big 2-run homer in the first inning. And, of course, getting the call for California in this championship game will be the sophomore from Brampton, Ohio, Danielle Penner. Danielle with 10 2/3 scoreless innings yesterday. So it's two underclassmen that have made a big impact at the NCAA level that will be going for the title.
And California, let's talk a little bit about this team that Coach Rick Bertinoli has put together. During the season, they demonstrated both fine pitching and power and defense as well. Now, the last 2 weekends, we've not seen what we would say the long ball as much as we expected. And deep shots, we had in the PSAC championships a lot of singles scratched out and line shots. And then the bats were pretty quiet for California on the opening game, at least, against Kutztown.
Yeah, Paul, after scoring 18 runs in the 3 wins a week ago at Williamsport, Vulcans limited to just 5 hits in the loss to Kutztown. But again, sophomore Tara Douglas came up big with a home run against Bloomsburg. And again, much like you see in the hockey playoffs with Mario Lemieux and Yarmer Yager, you're not going to keep bats like Jen Wagner and Lith Webb silent for too long.
And Jen Valerian as well.
Obviously, in Jen Valerian with the 2 big RBI singles in the 6th and 8th inning to propel the Lady Vulcans to the first win over Bloom. And should be just a classic matchup, and the stakes are high.
Okay, we'll be back with the starting lineups for you, and we'll get the game going in just a moment. Let's take a brief break. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Powell's Auto Parts and Service, serving the California area for the past 37 years. Powell's Auto Parts is the only service station in the area with full-serve gas pumps and supplies whatever your car needs may be. State inspection, exhaust specialist, front-end alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, brakes, anything to keep you on the go. Powell's Auto Parts and Service is also a division of Citgo with a complete line of tires and auto parts on stock. Whatever your car care needs may be, come on down to Powell's Auto Parts and Service, located in downtown California.
You have to see it to believe it is the best way to describe the High Point Lounge, the place above the rest. Located 5 minutes from Cal U, the High Point Lounge is 312 feet straight up from the Monongahela River, giving you a wonderful scenic overlook. We also feature a banquet room, catering private parties, truly what you could term a room with a view. We think you'll agree. The High Point Lounge is secluded, but worth the look. The great food and wonderful atmosphere will bring you in, but our fast, friendly service will bring you back.
Come and see us at High Point.
Overlooking the Mon Valley.
Hello again, everyone, and we are ready now. We'll run down the starting lineups very quickly for you. California is the visiting team today, Bruce, and they'll go this way, as they have all season long. Chrissy Cameron will lead off and play shortstop. At third base is Lith Webb. Right field, Carrie Novak. The first base is Jen Wagner. Left fielder will be Colleen Hahn. Jen Valerian is in center field. The designated player is Tara Douglas. Dana Boyer will be behind the plate, batting 8th, and Sarah Casson at second base, batting 9th. And Bloomsburg starting lineup.
Bloomsburg will lead off with the All-American shortstop, Jen Lefevre. Second will be the left fielder, Bev Hartley. Christy Kittle, the pitcher, will bat third. Cleanup hitter will be first baseman, Mindy Bailey. Next will be the catcher, Megan Hunsinger. Batting sixth will be the third baseman, Marcy Hickey. Batting seventh, the designated player, Jody Barksdale. Batting eighth at second base, number 28, Lisa Verge. And batting ninth in center field, number 16, April Grimes. The Bloomsburg player in the field that will not be batting in this championship game will be the right fielder, number 20, Nikki Yanora.
And in that lineup, I neglected to mention, of course, that Danielle Penner will be firing from the mound for the Lady Vulcans to start this championship game of the regional. And Bruce, it was an interesting route to get here with a 3-team playoff. You know, you don't know how things are going. Cal opens up with a loss, and it's as gloomy a day as you could imagine, at least spirit-wise. But as it turns out, it ended up okay for the championship day.
Paul, this is the first year they've gone to the 8 regions of 3, being the top seed, enabled California to get the bye into the finals after all 3 teams went 1-1 on the first day of Friday. And as I said in the onset of the show, the one-game season is about to begin.
All right, on the mound, Carrie Kittle for Bloomsburg, and she's pitched the entire weekend for Bloomsburg in all their games. Christy Cameron will be up.
Christy against Christy here again. Cameron, the 2-time All-Conference shortstop from Johnstown, Westmont Hilltop High School.
And the first pitch is wide and away, so Cameron takes the ball. The first pitch of the game outside for Kittle.
Kittle has worked every inning, as you mentioned, Paul. She worked 15 innings on Friday, and of course the 2-hit shutout against Kutztown just a little bit ago.
All right, Cameron gets under this one, pops it up to, or I should say drives it, a fly out to deep right field, and it's caught. It did look like it was going to get quite that far, but boy, I'll tell you, it did take off once it jumped off the bat. One down, a fly out to right field. Now Lith Webb on deck.
Lith Webb, the Olympian, up looking for her first hit, somewhat surprisingly, the tournament. Webb, the PSAC batting leader, hitting .536.
All right, let's see what happens to the lefty. She'll take low and away for ball 1 in the count, and right away they're ready to go. It's a quick game, softball. Here we go. Again, outside, 2 balls, no strikes to Lith Webb.
Talk about a quick game. The last game just went an hour and 9 minutes.
Here we go. This one's high and outside again, so 3-0, way behind in the count for Lith Webb, and Lith, I'm sure, will probably be taken all the way on this one.
Webb, first-team All-American last year.
Here's the pitch, and that one does come across. 3-1 now the count to Lith Webb. 1 down in the top of the first for California.
Bloomsburg's Kittle, 30-10 overall.
There's ball 4. Cal will get its first base runner of the day, Lith Webb. And Cal, of course, looking to jump right on Bloomsburg, who has a game under their belt already today. So all of their hitters will be coming up for the 5th, 6th, 7th time in the game.
And Paul, it'll bring up one of the more intense players in NCAA softball, junior right fielder Carrie Novak from Canonsburg and Chartiers Houston High School. 2 hits in the first game on Friday for Novak.
All right, Novak is set. There's a dead ball. It went off the out of bounds behind the plate. Rolled out towards the pitcher's mound, but the ball was already declared dead.
Carrie, one of 10 Vulcan women to receive all conference honors last week. Carrie, of course, now a 2-time All-PSAC selection. And Carrie's, of course, her older sister, Erin, 4-year starting second baseman for Cal in the late 80s and early 90s.
And Erin is here to watch her sister play today. There's a shot hit down left field, but it's foul. It will make the inside of the fence.
Cary does have one home run this year in the doubleheader season-ending sweep over Clarion. Cary went deep right here at Lilly Field.
Well, we certainly could use an offensive thrust by the Lady Bees today. They kind of kept the bats a little quiet on Friday. This one up and away. Ball. Novak looks for the signal.
Cal hitting .384 as a team entering the NCAAs, averaging 7.6 runs a game.
Here's the pitch, and there's a shot hit to the gap in right center. Rounding second is Webb. She'll head for third. He's waving her home. He's going to wave her home. Here's the throw, but no, he pulls her back. Last minute, keeps her back. Runners on second and third. A big double for Cary Novak.
Huge double by Novak, as we said, a powerful hitter. She showed it there. Nice move of Bertinoli holding Lith Webb up, Paul. You got your meat of the order coming up in Wagner, Hahn, and Valerian. You don't want to waste the base runner. Cal threatening here early.
And it was funny because he's waving and waving. The second the ball was released, he ran down the line to try to hold Webb up at third. And Jen Wagner gets a chance for the first RBI of the day. Of course, strike called outside corner.
Jen Wagner hitting .420 again, 13 home runs, 54 RBIs, 37 career dingers for the two-time All-American.
Here's the pitch. This one down and in the ground. 1-1 to count.
Of course, yesterday Jen had the big leadoff double in the 8th inning to score the eventual winning run against Bloomsburg.
All right, here's the pitch. Hit right up the box. That'll get one home, maybe two. It will. Novak rounds third, heads for home, and she's in. 2-0 California on a beautiful 2 RBI single for Jen Wagner.
Nice piece of hitting by Jen Wagner. Just make good contact up the middle. Big 2 runs. You can't stress the importance as assistant coach Susan Coker goes to talk to Kittle. Paul, again, last weekend in the PSACs, Cal all over Bloomsburg, 8-0 in 6 innings. And as we said at the beginning of the show, you're not going to keep these bats quiet for too long. They had all day yesterday to think about it, and just an auspicious beginning, to say the least, for California.
Well, we had a chance to talk to the gals after the game, and I'll tell you, we said to them, now, all those hits that you saved up from Friday, let's use them all on in the championship game.
And I'll tell you what, Danielle Penner, who is not allowed to run through 10 2/3 innings yesterday, big advantage here to California early on, looking for more, is Colleen Hahn, a .397 hitter. Colleen with 6 home runs this year, the senior from Palmerton, Pennsylvania, enjoying her nice softball career.
All right, here's the pitch. And she rips this one. It was an off-speed pitch and just got too much of it down the third base line and out of bounds.
And again, the winner of this game will advance to the 8-team national championships May 16th through 20th at the Tressler Sports Complex in Emporia, Kansas.
Bruce, should we get that far, we will be there, you and I, to do the games. Here's the pitch. High and inside. So it's a 1-1 count to Colleen Hahn. Jen Wagner with 2 RBI single is on first base. Here's Kittle's pitch. This one hit towards second base. It's going to be picked up. They go to second, and she was safe. She was safe, called out at second base.
Well, if you're scoring at home, give Hahn a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout at Wagner over at second base.
Center fielder number 9.
And here's the replay. Let's see if it does get there in time. No way. Matter of fact, she was coming up from her slide when the ball was caught.
Steve Blackman, the second place ump.
All right, Jen Valerian takes ball 1.
Jen Valerian from Guelph, Ontario. Of course, Jen with 2 big RBI singles in the victory over Bloomsburg on Friday.
There's Hahn on first base. Now we get our center field shot behind Kittle. This changeup is up and away again. 2 balls, no strikes to Jen Valerian.
Paul, no weak holes in the Cal lineup. Valerian, 5 homers as a freshman, 2 home runs this season already.
All right, there's a strike finally. 2-1 to count.
JV, also an outstanding women's volleyball player for California.
And here's the pitch. Another strike call. That one looked a little low inside. Oh well, here we go.
Sonny Pompili, the home plate umpire.
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. This one's down and in the dirt. They try a throw back, no good. So the count is full, I believe, to Jen Valerian.
Colleen, not known for her speed, did have a stolen base against Kutztown at the PSAC tournament. Caught the Golden Bears by surprise a weekend ago.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count to Jen Valerian
3 balls, 2 strikes.
with 2 down, but 2 in for California. There's a weak little popper. Catcher makes a nice diving catch. That's Hunsinger for the putout. That'll retire the sides. So California scores 2 to lead the first off. And Bruce, that's what we like to see. Of course, Cal jumped right on there and score some early runs. Get the old back in the swing of things flowing again.
Absolutely. To review the scoring, with 1 out, Lith Webb drew a walk. Carrie Novak with a double. And then Jen Wagner, the All-American, with a clutch 2 RBI single. Cal U up early here, 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. Again, if people are surprised why California is the visiting team, in NCAA tournament play, the home or visiting team is decided by a coin toss at the start of each game. So Cal U in the visiting dugout, batting first, but with a big lead, 2-0. And again, Danielle Penner, one of the more dominant pitchers in NCAA softball this season. Danielle 23-2 overall.
And Bruce, I can't recall the last time I saw that our players that are in the dugout not playing right now have to run down the first base line down to that fence. They haven't touched that fence too often this year, being in that other dugout. But, you know, it's like you say, Bruce, this is not California, really California's field this weekend. It's the NCAA's field.
Yes.
And regardless of where you normally go during the year, it's all done by flip of the coin and who's playing who and what game and so forth. So California just happy to be up 2-0 at this point.
Absolutely. And again, with the 3-team regional format this year as opposed to the 4 teams, Cal, the big winner Friday, as all 3 teams went 1-1. Cal got the buy-in in this finals. Of course, Bloom advanced to this finals, beating Kutztown earlier today 3-0.
And that can work both ways for you. You know, when you're, to be honest with you, you say, well, they batted a few times, you know, at least 3 times each, or batting around a couple of times in the early game. So this is just like they're continuing the second game of their doubleheader, while it is Cal's first attempt. And a lot of times you worry that, you know, the first time that they play, the first or second inning, you won't get too many hits. But California jumped right on the bandwagon this time.
I think it's just what Cal needed. Again, Danielle Penner is not allowed a run in 10 2/3 innings of NCAA regional action so far this season. And she'll get a big test right off the bat. Jen Lefevre, 2-time All-American shortstop for Bloomsburg. Penner got Lefevre to bounce out to Penner to end Friday's game. So big early confrontation of an All-American and obviously future All-American in Danielle Penner.
All right, Jen Lefevre. Be the first Husky to step in the batter's box here.
Of course, Bloomsburg national runner-ups last year. Cal U won the 94 East Regional at Bloomsburg behind the arm of Sue Kunkel, who won 3 games there.
Danielle Penner's first pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 1. Great start. That's the way you like to see the game get going. Big strike on the first pitch.
Penner, a very powerful pitcher, and as we saw Paul at the States, a very deceiving and an effective change as well.
All right, here she's set for the second pitch. A little high and inside. 1-1 to count. To Jen Lefevre, the shortstop. Coach Jan Hutchinson getting her team in the championship game again against California. Here's a pitch. A swing and a miss. Fouled off, actually. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bloomsburg has won 5 of the past 6 Mid-Atlantic regional titles, with California, of course, winning it all in 94.
Well, let's see if we can play some great defense as well in the field, if anybody is able to hit Penner, or at least make contact. Here's one back to the screen to us, Bruce. That'll still keep the count at 1-2. Penner looking sharp here in the early going. And it's tough to tell, you know, like Friday she pitched in 80-degree temperature. Today she's pitching in a freezing temperature, 50s.
Of course, being from Ontario, they're used to some brutal weather, so shouldn't be any problem.
Yeah, this is probably still like a summer day to her, right? Here we go. Right back to Penner, who gets it over to Wagner for the putout. That's a leadoff hitter down for Bloomsburg. And that happens a lot of putouts for Penner. They're able to just made contact and hit a little weak puppy back to the mound. I think she had 6 putouts in the last game she played.
Yes, she did. Danielle, obviously a very good fielder as well, and you can't stress the importance of good defense.
Now here's Bev Hartley, the left fielder, number 15 in here. First pitch is a strike by Penner.
Hartley had 2 hits in the victory over Kutztown earlier today.
All right, Hartley took that first one, by the way. Here's the second pitch. Outside and away a little bit. 1-1 to count. There's a good shot at the Cal dugout.
12 shutouts and 3 no-hitters for Danielle this spring.
And we are set now for the next offering from Penner, and it's the changeup hit down towards the hole. Cassens there makes the throw for the out. And it was just a little bit of a too weakly hit out there. It was in the hole, but Casson able to get over there and cut it off.
Casson, the junior from McKeesport, showing good range again. Sarah, one of the many unsung heroes. When you have a team batting .384, there's a lot of people putting up big numbers that get unnoticed, and certainly Sarah Casson is a solid second baseman for Cal U and has been for 3 years.
Here's the pitch, high and away. Now Kittle had 3 at-bats during the regular season, and in the last 2 games she's played, she has 2 home runs, a couple of singles, right?
And a double.
And a double.
Been a big story, a 2-run homer in the last game.
Yeah, this one's called strike.
One has to wonder how you could go 40-odd games during the regular season and not have this young gal swinging. I think she's found a permanent fixture in the number 3 spot in the Bloomsburg lineup.
When she's not pitching, who knows? She may be in right field or something, left field. Bat like that. There's strike 2. Of course, she wasn't facing Danielle Penner in those last 2 games.
No, Danielle pits a 2-hitter and lost to Bloomsburg in the PSAC tournament 95, 1-0.
All right, here's the pitch. This one's up high. I think that's 2-2 to count.
Of course, both Danielle Penner and Rocky Darkus, 96 all PSAC selections.
All right. Kittle standing in here against Danielle Penner. First string all-conference pitcher. Here's the windup. Ball outside. That should fill the count up, 3-2.
Danielle nibbling at the corners, just didn't get the call there.
2 down now on the top, or the bottom of the first, I should say. Blues are batting. Sitting here at Lilly Field, I'm so used to saying top when it comes to the... And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. The first strikeout victim, Carrie Kittle. So at the end of the first inning, it's California 2, Bloomsburg nothing here 2 to the Vulcan Sports Network.
There's always a low price at Solomon Chrysler, Plymouth Dodge, and Carmichael's. Opened in 1993, Solomon has Chrysler's highest dealership rating for superior sales, service, customer satisfaction, and the 5-star award for excellence. And there's over $3 million of new car and truck inventory in stock, as well as 30 pre-owned, top-quality, and totally reconditioned used cars and trucks. Always a low price. That's what you'll get at Solomon Chrysler, Plymouth Dodge, located at the corners of Route 21 and Route 88 in Carmichael's.
Going to New Delhi, down to your banging, Parisian city looks oh so pretty, you'll see. Montenegro, Markovsky, you score. Roma and Verona, and don't forget Sahara, and London, Glasgow, San Bernardino, get here to this kindly trip. So I do want to know your trip, and get your kids on Route 66. Peace up. Stand back. Yeah!
Back, and Tara Douglas is up at bat, and here's the first pitch to Douglas. Is outside, ball, or they're calling that a strike, huh? Strike 1.
Paul Tara Douglas, another Canadian, also a women's volleyball player. Big home run off Christy Kittle to give Cal a 1-0 lead in Friday's game. Hit a line drive shot in the second inning.
All right, this one's down and away. 1-1 to count. Tara Douglas.
Tara from St. Catharines, Ontario. 5 home runs this spring.
All right, next pitch is down low again. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And Paul, as much of a gamer as Christy Kittle is, she's already worked 7 innings going into this game, and you have to wonder just how long the freshman can hold out.
Well, there's a good-looking pitch. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's also the 3rd straight year that Cal, Bloom, and Kutztown have all been in the NCAA Regional. Clearly the cream of the crop in this region is in the Pennsylvania Conference.
That one's away. Full count now. The leadoff hitter in the top of the 2nd inning. And again, I'm having difficulty calling Cal in the top of the inning, but here we go.
Cal's been the visitor in every game they've played at Lilly Field in this regional.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the first strikeout recorded by Kittle.
Batting second, the catcher, number
Now
18,
coming up to
Dana
bat is Dana
Boyer.
Boyer. On deck is Sarah Casson.
Dana Boyer, yet another unsung hero, received first-team all-conference honors throughout Lori Erie, trying to steal in the first game.
This one down and inside. Ball 1.
Dana, 339 hitter from Shannock Valley and Rural Valley High School.
Next pitch is off the handle. Does make it to the ground, though, harmlessly. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dana in her 2nd year as the Lady Vulcan starting catcher.
Boy, what a defensive player. What a gun she's got for a right arm, huh?
She's thrown out 14 of 17 base runners in 1996.
This one outside, ball 2. And 1 strike, of course. 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Cal had 2-0.
Pitch. There's one hit weakly to right. It's going to fall in. And she does beat it to first base. So Boyer gets a single.
It's 4 hits now in 3 games for Dana this tournament as Sarah Casson gets ready.
And if you've just joined us, Jen Wagner with 2 big RBI single in the top of the first to give Cal that 2-0 lead. And Sarah Casson now steps in with a runner. Boyer on first. Here's the windup of the pitch. This one drilled down to shortstop. Lefevre picks it up. They get the lead runner in Boyer, so Casson will stay on first with the fielder's choice.
2 outs.
Again,
Two
3
down.
of the premier shortstops in this regional. Bloomsburg's Jen Lefevre, of course, Cal U's own Christy Cameron, who's getting set to bat here, and Kutztown's Lori Erie. Those that haven't watched softball, you can't really appreciate the athleticism of these young women.
Well, stay with us. We've got a good one going here for you. Here's Cameron. Had a fly out to right field first time at bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Christy hitting .432, of course, named the MVP of the PSAC tournament a week ago.
Here's strike 2. That's the changeup, the off-speed pitch.
Cameron looking for a first hit of this tournament after going 7 for 12 at the state tournament.
This one's a little bit farther outside. So we have 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cameron. Runner on first is Sarah Casson. Pitch is fouled back to the screen and away. Keeps the count at 1-2.
Cal, as you can see there, Bertinoli using the hit and run. Of course, Rick Bertinoli, what a job he's done. As you can see him there. In his 3rd year as the Lady Vulcan's head coach. Won 29 and 23 overall at Cal U.
All right, Cameron stands in there, ready to swing. Here's the pitch. This one up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chrissy Cameron.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a shot at Casson at first, ready to go. Here we go. Change, slow pitch. Grounded to second, over to first base for the out. That goes from Verge to Bailey for the putout, and that will retire the side. So at the
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left.
halfway mark of the second inning now, California leads 2-0
Bloomsburg 0.
with Bloomsburg coming to bat. Bruce, nice cold day today. I know you were shaking, your teeth were chattering right before we took the air here.
It's warmer here in the makeshift TV booth, I have to say. Again, while we have some time, we'll review the scores back on Friday. Kutztown behind Tiffany Matus upset California and ended the Vulcans' 27-game win streak with a 1-0 win. Then California in a tense ball game stayed alive by beating Bloomsburg in 8 innings 3-0. Then Cal U fans surprisingly became Bloomsburg fans as the Huskies won that third game over Kutztown 8-5, which put California into the championship round. And again, earlier today, Kutztown losing to Bloomsburg 3-0. And Paul, we need to credit Harry Metz, Dan Corditz, Rick Bertinoli, and some of his volunteers. Unbelievable job with Lilly Field. You're talking about people that worked round the clock to get this field in working order, and it never really stopped raining Saturday, only just in time to form some more clouds and get another thunderstorm. But again, plenty of credit to a lot of people affiliated with Cal softball for getting this field ready for this regional championship.
And it looks great, it really does. The Diamond Dry has really
Leading
put the
off for the
surface in
Huskies in
good
the bottom
shape.
of the second.
Matter of fact, this is just about the consistency
First
you'd like in
baseman,
the
number
play game, to
18,
be honest with you.
Bailey.
They did do a great job, and they were out here awful early in the morning, the entire crew. You could have floated pontoon boats out here yesterday, no doubt about it. To be playing here today is just a great job.
Daniel Penner getting set to face the 4th, 5th, and 6th Husky hitters as the cleanup hitter first baseman Mindy Bailey will lead off. The bottom of the second, Cal up 2-0.
All right, Bailey steps in after the first three batters went ground out the pitcher, ground out the second, and strikeout for Bloomsburg. Here's a swing and a miss on Mindy Bailey, the cleanup hitter here in the championship game of the Mid-Atlantic region.
Cal U ranks second in the final poll this season.
Danielle Penner, pitcher superb. This one's up a little too high.
Again, Danielle only a sophomore. 2 more years of Penner power at Cal U.
All right, here's the next pitch coming up as the sign goes from Bertinoli to Boyer and then to Penner. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So we're going to count a 1 and 2, I believe.
Penner and Bloom's Christy Kittle ranked first and second in the conference in terms of strikeouts per inning. Both girls averaging nearly 6 strikeouts a game.
All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 straight strikeouts for Danielle Penner as she ended the inning striking out Kittle and now gets Bailey to start the bottom of the second.
Paul, as you've often heard, good pitching will stop good hitting, and that was the case there as Danielle Penner bringing the heat.
Megan Hunsinger, the catcher now at the bat. Her first shot up against Penner today. There was the change-up, the change of speed, knuckled curve, whatever you want to call it. Strike 1.
Megan Hunsinger, a sacrifice fly in the first game today, and a line drive home run off Matus in the third game on Friday, enjoying a very good tournament.
Now there's a shot drilled. She got a little ahead of that one as well. Put that way down the third base line, but foul territory. Ball bounces out here on Walt Flores Drive.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Dr. Armenti, just kidding. And here's Penner again with the windup, and the ball fouled back to the screen here. Strike 2. As cold as it is, Penner looks like she can crank it out here today.
Just looking at Danielle in the short sleeves kind of gets you cold.
All right, here's the windup and the pitch. Call the ball outside. All right, Danielle set again against Megan Hunsinger. Strike count, has to protect them. And she does it. She lets it go by, and it's the third strikeout in a row on a called strike against Megan Hunsinger. And Penner is hot.
Danielle's obviously gets pumped for these championship games, Paul. We saw back at the state tournament at Williamsport when she pitched a one-hitter before Rocky Durkis came in. Danielle didn't even let a ball out of the outfield until the 6th inning in that game. Out of the infield, excuse me.
All right, outstanding. Here we go. Next batter is Marcy Hickey, number 23. Here's the windup, and here's a strike.
Marcy Hickey, freshman third baseman, had a home run and 2 doubles in Bloomsburg's win over IUP at the PSAC championships.
All right, they've got to be wondering what she's throwing here. Lots of strikes up on there. There's the changeup, but this one just a little high and away. Did have her fooled, though. There was no way she was going to get a good cut at that one, Marcy Hickey. Designated player from Bloomsburg. One ball, one strike.
Changeup just really handcuffs the hitters. They're just clueless when it comes to the change.
All right, the pitch drilled into left field between short and third for the first hit of the ball game for Bloomsburg.
Single for Hickey.
So a two-out single for Marcy Hickey.
Player number 23,
Jody Barksdale will be up now.
Jody Barksdale had a single in the last game, and in the game against Cal on Friday with the bases loaded, hit a ball that hit the fence on the air, but Bloomsburg was only able to get one run in it. Barksdale, the designated player, a very dangerous player, leads Bloomsburg with 5 home runs this spring.
And she steps out to rearrange her softball stockings there. Penner is set. She's zeroing in right now. She wants to get going here. Get in the box, he's saying. All right, first pitch. Strike. Jody Barksdale. Runner on first with 2 outs is Marcy Hickey. That's the first Bloomsburg hit of the day.
Dana Boyer up with the pitch. Neither team known for their base stealing. Both teams with just in the low 20s in stolen bases.
Pitch out. And they tried to get her that time, but as she took off, she didn't go all that far off the bag, really. Got back in plenty of time. Ball thrown on the wrong side of Wagner anyway to put the tag on her. So that'll count as a ball, by the way. Here's the windup of the pitch. Swing, hit right back to the box. Penner over to Wagner, retires the sides, ground out to the pitcher. So at the end of 2 complete innings, it's California 2, Bloomsburg 0. You're 2 to the Vulcan Sports Network.
There's 1 left. At the end of 2, California 2, Bloomsburg 0.
Vulcans have made the championships again, and what better way to show your CalU pride and spirit than stopping by the CalU Student Bookstore and pick up the hottest in California Vulcan wear. For a limited time only, you can now own the very best with this California Vulcan Elite 8 Championship shirt. Hey, when the Vulcans take the court, they don't settle for second best, and neither do we. So why settle when you can save with this official championship jersey? The CalU Student Bookstore, located in the Natali Student Center on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. Store hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 7, Friday from 8 to 5, and Saturday from 11 to 5. Come on down to Sapeezy's Inn in downtown California, Pennsylvania, a proud supporter of local sports. At Sapeezy's, you're always surrounded by a pleasant atmosphere and fast, friendly service. Not only do we have a happy hour every day from 4 to 6, but we also have the best home cooking in town. Be sure to check out our daily lunch specials for great food and dining. Then on Fridays, the Inn is transformed into a club-like atmosphere featuring DJs, live bands, door prizes, and lots of fun for everyone. So whether you want something good to eat or let loose after a hard day, just remember, at Sapeezy's, you're not just our customers, you're our friends. That's Sapeezy's, located in downtown California.
All right, and as we come back, the count is 0-1, or 1-1 now, I believe. First pitch was the ball low and away.
Of course,
So
batting.
they're certainly not giving us the 60 seconds we need here. I have to talk to this umpire between innings.
Haddonfield stages of New
Here's the
Salem,
windup, and the
Pennsylvania.
ball hit right through to the left field gap. Left center, Webb will try to get into second. Here's the throw. She gets in standing up. A double for Liz Webb. And boy, that's been a long time in coming, that hit.
Incredibly, Lith's first hit of the NCAA Regional, the PSAC batting leader, but just talent and speed there, Paul. She just hit it where Bloomsburg wasn't, and good wheels on Webb, and the sophomore motors into second with a leadoff double with hitters 3, 4, and 5 up. Cal looking for more, already up 2-0 here in the regional title game.
All right, Novak is that third hitter. And she goes to lay down a bunt, misses strike 1. Novak, the right fielder, and when you have Penner pitching, it's more the right fielder that might get a pop-up or a fly-out than any of the other outfielders when Penner's pitching.
Novak ignited that 2-run Cal first with a double.
And a swing, and way in the hole here at 0-2. Start off, but that's okay. As long as you're swinging, you can keep alive there, just getting a piece of it.
Of course, Carey came around to score the second run of the game off the 2-run single by Wagner, which scored Novak and Webb in the first for the game's only runs to this point.
All right, Webb is a base runner, leadoff base runner, second base. This one bounces in the ground 3 feet in front of Novak. That one just got away from Kittle.
This is the 26th meeting between California and Bloomsburg. The series began in 1990. All of the games have been postseason games between these two softball powers.
Novak didn't like the amount of time that Kittle was taking to get the sign, so she steps out. Here's the pitch in the ground, low again. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tell you, Ty Cobb would love Carrie Novak because of the intensity that she displays and everything she does related to softball.
Change up, hit down, drilled to third. Picked up by the third base, Hickey over to first base. That's Bailey for the putout, but lift Webb back to second base. So we do have a ground out to third base for Novak.
Nice defensive play again. Marcy Hickey, who had that base hit in the last inning, showing that she's one of the up-and-coming players in this league, or in this region. Bring up the cleanup hitter, Jen Wagner.
Who is one of the established stars in this league. Here's the ball down into the ground. Regular season Western Division MVP.
Yep, player of the year. Of course, Jen with a 2 RBI single. Back in the first, looking to tie her own school record in home runs.
This one lifted up behind the screen, and it's out of play off the canvas over there. Just about got Dr. Bird over there, Bruce. Laura Thornton says, what are you talking about, right, Laura? Okay. Here's the windup and the pitch. And drilled to left field. It's fair. This will get Lift Webb home. Here's the run, the throw to home. Webb is easily at home, no problem. And Wagner glides into second, and man, has she got the smile on her face.
Give Jen Wagner another RBI single. She takes second on the fielder's choice. Webb comes in 3-0 California here in the third.
And a single will mean another run, probably. Colleen Hahn, the left fielder. Cal leads 3-0, and this is more like it.
Wagner with all 3 RBIs.
All right, here's Kittle's pitch. Line to center. Caught on the run. Caught, and back to second. Doubled up. The runner is out. Didn't look like she was going to get to it, but she did. So a double play with a ground out by Colleen, or fly out, I should say, line out to center field. That'll be the end of the top half of the inning, and we'll move to the bottom of the third where Bloomsburg will bat. But Cal picks up a quick run.
Bloomsburg 0.
Jen Wagner got all the power today. 3 RBIs for Wagner. Cal leads 3-0.
Again, Paul, a 3-0 lead with Danielle Penner pitching. While it's early, certainly California in an enviable position here. And again, if you're scoring at home on that last double play, that would be an 8-4 play. Again, just 2 teams, Paul, that are known for their hitting, but yet both teams also outstanding defensive teams. Each year, both Cal and Bloom rank among the tops in Division II in fielding percentage. And I'm sure if you talk to Cal's Rick Bertinoli or Bloomsburg's Jan Hutchinson, it's defense first. Of course, that's true with all you coaches, huh?
Isn't it? Well, you know what they say. Something like offense wins games, defense wins championships, something like that.
There you go.
We have Verge, Grimes, and Lefevre. That's the lineup for Bloomsburg here in the bottom of the third inning. Lisa Verge, second base. This is her first at-bat today. Comes in the third inning.
Verge, of course, administered the tag to retire Jen Wagner on the double play in the third.
The bottom of the third.
Again, Cal up 3-0. Jen Wagner, 2-run RBI single in the first, 2-run RBI in the third. Danielle Penner getting set to work with a 3-0 lead. Winner goes to the 8-team national championships in Kansas.
Danielle Penner looking awful sharp with 3 strikeouts and 3 groundouts to go along with that 1 single. Actually, Penner accounting for 2 of those groundouts herself, ground back to the pitcher. All right, here's their first offering to Verge. Hit down into the ground. Penner scoops it up over to first. Routine. 1 down here.
1 out, now batting.
Bottom of the third.
Fielder number 16, April Grimes.
So April Grimes, the center fielder, will step in now with 1 out for Bloomsburg.
April Grimes, one of just 2 seniors in the Bloomsburg starting lineup. Of course, the other starter being the shortstop, Jen Lefevre.
So April Grimes is ready to face Danielle Penner for the first time today. Strike called. Penner moving that ball around pretty well. That one a little bit outside, toward the outside corner.
Looks like the umpire, Sonny Pompili, is a fan of maybe the little high pitch, likes it a little high.
A little high and maybe a little bit out and away too.
Right now, Penner in a groove.
Here's the pitch. This one hit a long way to left field. Colleen Hahn backs to the fence and makes the catch for a long fly out to left field.
Number 9.
Nice pedal on the ball there by April Grimes, driving the ball deep. And of course, Colleen Hahn, who actually became Cal's starting left fielder in the 94 Mid-Atlantic Regional, and she's been there ever since, and she showed you why there.
Here's the replay. You can see it hit all the way out toward the fence. She backs up. She's just a step from the fence there when she makes the catch. 2 down.
The shortstop, Jen Lefevre.
Ball hit the second, Casson up. Easy does it to Wagner at first.
And
that'll end the third inning. California leads 3-0. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Edenfield Stages of New Salem, Pennsylvania has been the official charter bus service for California University for more than a decade, providing safe, courteous service reasonably priced. If your business or group needs to charter a coach for one night or 1 week, or if you'd like to sign up for one of Edenfield's great escapes to Atlantic City, Toronto, Florida, and many interesting places in between, call Edenfield Stages at 412-245-9511. That's 412-245-9511, Edenfield Stages.
Who's next?
And nice cooperation by our umpiring crew here to make sure we don't miss a pitch. This one down and away. Ball 1 to Jen Valerian.
Again, we're in the top of the fourth. Cal ahead 3-0. Jen Valerian, who popped up to Megan Hunsinger to end the first inning.
This one is outside. There's the ball. Valerian in center field.
Again, JV, 3 hits in the first day's action, including 2 big RBI singles against Bloom.
This one hit back towards the box, scooped up by Kittle over to first in time to get Valerian down the line. Ground out to the pitcher. Next is designated player Tara Douglas.
Now, Paul, Tara batting here. Tara struck out in the second inning. That may be a good sign because against Kutztown in the tournament opener, Tara struck out 3 times and then homered off Bloomsburg's Kittle. So maybe she needs a strikeout to get herself going.
All right, here's the pitch. And it is away and back to the screen here for ball 1. So we have 1 out, ground out by Valerian to lead off the inning here, and Tara Douglas. This one called a strike, I believe. Yes, it is.
Tara was also a first-team All-PSAC selection for her skills as the designated player. Again, in softball, they call it the designated player as opposed to the designated hitter.
This one outside as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tara Douglas. Three balls and 1 strike now as Kittle, as you mentioned, went a full game before this one, and you wonder how long it is till that arm just gets a little bit weaker, a little bit more tired. There's the swing and a miss. Strike 2, that fills the count at 3-2 for Tara Douglas.
Paul, you talk about a workhorse. Bloomsburg's 36-11 overall, and Kittle's record is 30-10. So it's kind of Kittle or bust for the Huskies.
3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Here's the windup and the pitch. This one's up and away. So Douglas draws a walk with 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
That's the second walk administered by Kittle. She walked Webb with 1 out also in the first, and Webb later came around to score the game's first run.
All right, Boyer has a hit. Dana Boyer steps in now. She had a single, first at bat, and tries a bunt, misses. The throw is up, and she's safe at second. So despite the fact that she missed the ball for the bunt, Tara Douglas steals second base. So there is 1 strike now on Dana Boyer.
Douglas's third scoring or stolen base of the season. More important, another runner in scoring position for Cal, already ahead 3-0, looking for more here in the 4th.
And Boyer, who was attempting to bunt, to sacrifice bunt a pitch ago, now gets her swings in there for the rest of this at-bat.
Dana's had 3 hits already this tournament.
There it is, hitting the hole out to left field. Going to third is Douglas. She stays there, and another single for Dana Boyer. Back-to-back singles. That'll bring up Sarah Casson with 1 duck on the pond at third, another at first base. At the corners for Cal.
Cal has 6 hits already in this game. And again, as we said at the onset of the show, you're not going to keep a powerful lineup silent forever. Vulcan woman looks sharp here as the game reaches the halfway point.
There's a shot hit out towards center. Will it make over the head? It does. It gets over the head of the center fielder. 1 run will score. And here comes Boyer. She hits the ground. Safe at third, safe at second. Sarah Casson with a double over the center fielder's head. And an RBI double to boot. Cal leads 4-0 now.
Makes the score 4-0. And Cal Athletic Director Dr. Tom Pucci is probably calling the airlines because some more runs here. California looking to break this game open.
This is the California team that we watched all season long. I don't know about that team that played on Friday.
Well, you know, a lot of pressure on California as the tournament host and the top seed. You know, there's a lot of, they're the big gun, the one everybody's shooting for. But today, California looking strong, and we're going to get a pitching change.
All right, pitcher.
I believe this woman's name is Katie Bauer.
Here's a replay of that double looking, because over the head of the center fielder, Grimes, April Grimes, all the way to the fence. She tracks it down, so we have runners at second and third with 1 run in by virtue of that long double.
For the Huskies,
Katie Bauer, who saw action against California at the state tournament. Katie 6-1 overall this season with a 1.66 ERA. This will be her 21st appearance. And again, as we talked, Paul, it was just Christy Kittle's only a freshman, and she could only there was only so much left in that arm.
And we'll have to get any changes also in the lineup by virtue of the pitcher coming out and somebody coming in. I guess they'll bat the same, although we'll see what happens when Katie Bauer does take
Christy Cameron
them out. Here we go. Katie Bauer, the pitcher, number 13.
Paul, again, Cal 4-0, 2 big runs in scoring position for Christy Cameron.
And Cameron, long overdue also this weekend. There's a strike called on a much slower pitch than they're used to from Kittle.
Cameron flew out to right field in the first and grounded out to Lisa Virgin's second, back in the second. 36 RBIs for Cameron.
Cameron ready. This one up a little above the eyes. 1 ball, 1 strike. What's this?
I believe they're calling a balk.
And another run scores.
Illegal pitch.
California scores a run on an illegal pitch.
Runners advance.
And the runners, both runners will advance to, so we get another run in.
I imagine that's a form of a balk. But again, a big run comes in. Dana Boyer cruises in with the 5th run now. Lady Vulcan's ahead 5-0 here in the 4th inning.
Okay, I'll get the RBI. Dave Smith is crediting me with the RBI. This one lifted into short left, and no good. She can't pull it in, and here comes Casson for a 6-0 lead. RBI single as the ball falls in front of the left fielder. A single for Chrissy Cameron.
Christy gets her first hit.
And an RBI as well.
Big RBI. Cal U now up 6-0 here in the fourth. And again, there is an 8-run rule that's into effect come the 5th inning. And Cal U 75% of the way there with a 6-0 lead as Lith Webb gets ready. There's only 1 out.
There's a strike to Webb. Nice pitch by Bauer. And here we go. Second pitch is drilled to second. Short hop up. Over to first. And a double play. As Webb grounds into a double play. To end the inning. But not before Cal picks up 2 more runs. 3 more runs.
3 more runs.
3 more runs. 6-0 California.
3 runs on 3 hits for California.
3 runs, 3 hits.
There were no errors.
No errors.
1 Vulcan woman left on base.
All right, there's the replay. You can see the 1 is out at second, and the throw gets to first, and let's see if it is in time or not. Ooh, it's going to be close. She beat it, I think.
I tell you, California might be playing in their home field. Not only have they not been the home team for any game, but they're not really getting any calls from the umpires. But again, the out was recorded, and it's all hearsay now. 6-0 Cal U as we go to the bottom of the fourth.
You know, we were supposed to get rain tomorrow, but it's getting dark and cold up here right now, I'll tell you. Let's get at least
But it's a lot more tolerable when the team you're announcing for has the 6.
Of course, it's the 4th inning. Let's get to the 5th at least. Let's get Bloom here in the bottom of the 4th. 6-0. California leads.
And again, if California holds on here, it'll be the 2nd regional championship in 3 years, and California will play Wisconsin Parkside on Thursday, May 16th at 5 p.m. in the 3rd game of the Division II National Championships.
Bloomsburg in the bottom of the 4th.
What a way to go. You drive out to Kansas, fly out to Kansas, and run right into number 1, right?
Be a rematch of Cal's first game of the season. Vulcan woman lost 4-3 as the wind whips up.
Yes, it does. The tarp is on our heads. Here we go. He's up there, Tarp. He's up.
Bev Hartley leading off the 4th.
Here's the pitch, and it's a strike by Penner to Bev Hartley, who grounded out to second base last time up. Penner looking real sharp here.
And working with a 6-0 lead.
Here's the pitch. The changeup is strike 2. There was no way that Bev Hartley was going to swing at that changeup. Just had the timing all mixed up.
Be interesting to see if she comes back with the heater here.
The pitch, and it was, but it was high for a ball. 1-2.
Danielle Penner, 23-2, 0.57 ERA for the Brampton, Ontario sophomore.
Penner set. Here's the pitch. Grounded down into the ground and back to the backstop. So Katie Boyer is on deck, the pitcher who came in for Kittle, who batted in that spot.
Again, the Vulcan woman 43-3 in 1996.
Wind up and the pitch. Grounded towards second. Casson has to hurry. She chases it down, gets it over to Wagner for the putout. Ground out to second base again for Bev Hartley. And that'll be 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
And Paul, Katie Bauer, the pitcher, will bat. Of course, in the spot of Christy Kittle, who was relieved last inning.
And you'll have these problems when you have one pitcher. Tough to go at both ends of a doubleheader against a championship-type team like California. There's a strike on Katie Bauer. So Penner ahead in the count.
We know that Bauer hasn't batted in each of these last 2 weeks, and to come in and have to face a smoker like Danielle Penner,
There's the soft one. You can see the smile on Danielle's face. She knew she just let that one get away because she was all set. She had the batter all set up for that changeup. Got a strike and a ball, and here's the pitch. Grounded down, but in dead ball, called a dead ball, and bounced behind the plate in the dirt, picked up by Boyer. So Danielle Penner now jumps ahead in the count, 1-2 to Katie Bauer. Penner looking for the K here. She has it written in her face. Let's see what happens. Here's a ball hit right back down to her again. Pitch and catch, pitch and catch. Penner to Wagner.
That's the fourth batter that's been retired on a ground out to Danielle Penner.
So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Now up to bat is Mindy Bailey, the first baseman, number 18.
Bailey was the second of 3 straight strikeouts from Danielle Penner back in the first and second inning. Again, Cal U 6-0 lead here in the fourth.
All right, here's the windup of the pitch, and swing and a miss for Mindy Bailey. Penner ahead, 0-1.
Paul, the audience can see the cloudy skies when the sun does not come out and the wind whips up. 6-0 lead or no 6-0 lead. It's a chilly afternoon here at Lilly Field.
Swing and a miss, strike 2 to cleanup hitter Mindy Bailey. California riding the arm of Danielle Penner and riding the bat of Jen Wagner with 3 RBIs. Whoa, they were ready. Everybody was ready to charge in for a strikeout there. But it's a ball, 1-2. One and 2 the count. Danielle Penner in charge on the mound. Swing and a miss. Throw to first. Out because she dropped the ball. Counts as a strikeout. And that will be her first, second, third, fourth strikeout. Cal leads 6-0. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Communications is your authorized Motorola two-way radio dealer. When you hear Motorola, you think dependability, durability, originality, and affordability. Pittsburgh Communications has supplied most EMS, fire, and police agencies in the Pittsburgh area, as well as small business and large airline communications. Pittsburgh Communications, taking care of your two-way communication needs. For more information, call 412-366-3510.
Are you sick of winter? So are we. Davies Ford announces our 1996 spring sale. We've reduced prices on Escorts, Contours, Tauruses, Thunderbirds, and more. And don't forget, Davies Ford is your commercial vehicle headquarters, offering a tremendous line of new and used commercial trucks and vans. Are you sick of winter? Then come down to Davies Ford for our 1996 spring sale.
Davies Ford, where no one walks away unsatisfied.
And we are back here on what is, regardless of the weather, a beautiful day in California. We're up 6-0 at this point, 8 hits to 1. Penner pitching a one-hitter. Here's Bauer's first offering to Novak, and that's down and away, ball 1. Carey with is 1 for 2 thus far in the game. A ground out to third and a big double for the first hit of California's. Lead off the scoring. This one popped back and away behind the dugout, out of play. Strike. 1-1.
Carey had 2 of Cal's 5 hits in the first game against Kutztown back on Friday. And as you mentioned, ignited that 2-run first with a double. Later came around to score on the 2-run single by Jen Wagner.
1-1 the count as Novak steps in. Katie Bauer of Bloomsburg. Here's the pitch. Hit down to third. It's going to be a foul ball as it went out of play before the bag. As attempting to grab it was Hickey. Marcy Hickey, the third baseman. So it's a strike. 1-2 the count now to Novak.
Carey hitting .335 this spring, and she's been Cal's starting right fielder since her freshman season back in '94.
Well, she's got to get on base. in the dirt and down and away, because Jen Wagner, every time she's been up, has knocked somebody in so far. So we need to have a runner on base for Wagner to take a bat next. Wagner, I'm sure, would like to accommodate.
3 RBIs already for Wagner today.
Down on the ground, 3 balls now. Full count to Carrie Novak. Bauer's set. Here's the delivery. Ball hit weakly down towards third and gets out of play as Marcy Hickey chases it down, but unable to get a glove on it before it falls to the ground. So the count remains full now to leadoff hitter in the 5th inning, Carrie Novak.
Cal 6 runs, 8 hits, no error. Bloomsburg, no runs, 1 hit, no errors.
And lines one, Lefevre makes the stab at shortstop. But a beautiful line drive hit there. And this is the first time Jen Wagner will come up to the plate without some ducks on the pond. So to get an RBI this at-bat, she's going to have to put one downtown, right?
That's right. Again, Wagner with a 2 RBI single to center in the first, RBI single to left back in the 3rd inning.
Here's the pitch. It's a ball a little high to Wagner. And you got to love the CUTV coverage of this event here. You know, with the center field camera behind, checking the pitch to the plate. Here we go. Just a great job by our guys in the truck. There's the ball lined out of play. Strike. And working on Mother's Day, J.R. Wheeler.
Special thanks to J.R. and his crew.
Oh, yeah, J.R. There's
Patient mothers.
DJ.
Some patient mothers out there.
I believe Jay Hussel's here with us today, and Buzz Bastian, Tom Krakowski.
The legendary C.L. Miller.
And who else is in the truck? Who did I miss in the truck there? Talk to me. Oh, don't forget JJ's here. Anybody else?
Buzz's dog.
And Buzz's dog. Okay, there we go.
Ken Wagner, 2-time NSCA All-American, 1996 Player of the Year in the West.
And she's called out on that one on the inside corner. So a strikeout for Wagner. She didn't like it, but that's life. You don't like everything you get in life either.
Maybe too many accolades by me. I'm spewing out the accolades, and Jen Wagner goes down for one of the few times. Bring up Colleen Hahn. Colleen 0 for 2 today. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first, and then an 8-8-4 double play in the 3rd.
And there's a shot hit to left center. That ball is out of here. A home run for Colleen Hahn. And brother, they're adding the runs. They're piling up. It's 7-0 now by virtue of that long ball by Colleen Hahn. That was a home run, honestly, out of the stadium right off the bat. There's no way that ball wasn't going to get out of here.
Colleen's 7th home run this
Here
spring.
it is. Take a look at it, folks. She drills it a long way over the Donaldson supply side.
Now batting,
there it is.
number 9, Jen Valeria.
And what a catch by Cat out in left field, huh?
Sign him up.
Jen Valeria now the batter. Cal leads 7-0. This one down to Valeria.
2 out Lightning. Colleen Hahn's 7th home run gives Cal a seemingly insurmountable 7-0 lead here in the top of the 5th.
Cal has not had a 1-2-3 inning so far, and that was about as close as you get before Hahn puts the deep ball here to call for a 4th hitter. We had 4 batters in the 2nd inning, and then we had 6 in the 1st inning, 4 in the 2nd, 4 I should say in the 3rd.
6 in the 3-run 4th.
Right, 6 in the 4th, and now we're up to our 4th batter here in this inning.
And Paul, this is not exactly the Little Sisters of the Poor that California has built a 7-0 lead on. This is the defending national runner-ups, and California is drubbing them for the 2nd time in 3 games this spring.
All right, here's a pitch, and this one hit down towards right field, but going to be fielded under there by Yenora for the put out, a long fly ball to right field. So Cal finishes the top half of the 5th inning, leading 7-0. Gotta love it. Wayne Miller. We might mention also, if you're watching the game, we do have some foursomes available for our Cal U golf tournament, which will be upcoming June the 3rd. Call Wayne down at Student Development If you forget the number, just ask for Wayne Miller in student development. They'll get the get the call to you.
938-4439 as you look at Colleen Hahn going deep.
And we look for the long ball all weekend here. And we got one home run earlier in the second game against Bloomsburg by Tara Douglas, and this is the longest of all, of course, hit by Colleen Hahn here. Yes, sir, out of here. Danielle Penner has really pretty much shut him down. Just one hit so far for Bloomsburg. That's a single by Marcy Hickey.
Again, Cal U, barring unforeseen circumstances, will advance to the Division II Championships May 16th through 20th. And they get the top seed in Wisconsin Parkside, 64-4-1, 5 o'clock on Thursday. But Danielle Penner still needs 9 more outs to give the Vulcan softball team its second regional championship in 3 years.
Well, maybe not even 9 should we score again next inning. So let's see what happens. But you're right, 9's the max. Bloomsburg with just one hit on the day here in the second game, facing a California team that looks like they're back in the groove again, Bruce.
Absolutely. Megan Hunsinger, who was the second of 4 strikeouts for Danielle Penner, getting set for the bottom of the 5th.
Here's the windup, and this one outside to Hunsinger. 1-0 the count.
Danielle Penner with a 43-7 record in only her second year as a Lady Vulcan.
Ball called low there, over the plate, just a little low for Danielle Penner. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Hunsinger, a strikeout victim, first time against Penner. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now.
Danielle is retired, Bloomsburg's leadoff hitter in every inning to this point. Only yielded 1 hit so far today.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball a little bit too far outside. Danielle needs to come in here again. Bring this one in. 3-1 the count. Megan Hunsinger, the catcher. There's the windup and the pitch. Fouled back to the screen here off the ground. That fills the count at 3-2. But the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 5th for Bloomsburg as Cal leads 7-0. Paul Flores and Bruce Wald here. And Bruce, will we get a chance? We called it at the end of the conference championship. Will we get it at the end of the regional championship here to call it? There's a long shot to center field. Valerian runs out of space. A home run for Megan Hunsinger as she hits the long ball against Penner. Danielle having to come in with the full count. Hunsinger putting it a long way over the screen. Valerian went right to the fence as far as she could go with a stretch and unable to pull it in.
And that's the second home run by Megan Hunsinger in this regional tournament. Hunsinger had a line drive shot to left field in the last inning of the victory over Kutztown on Friday. So again, Megan Hunsinger having a big tournament.
Third baseman, number 20.
The leadoff home run here in the bottom of the 5th. But again, with this, it's now 7-1. Really no big deal from a Cal standpoint. Danielle just needs to settle down, and we just need to get some outs. Hickey with the only other hit for Bloomsburg back in the second inning to left field.
All right, ground ball. Strike 1 to Marcy Hickey. Hickey, the third baseman, and obviously very athletic to play third base in softball. You've got to be able to have cat-like reactions because chances are you're only about 15 feet from the hitter on several occasions. That's all you are. You're right down the line. Just a couple of steps in front of the bag is Lith Webb for California right now. Here's the ground ball, fouled again. 2 strikes to Marcy Hickey. Leadoff hitter Hunsinger went downtown against Penner.
(7-1) Cal, bottom of the 5th inning.
Hickey steps in. Penner delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And there's the first strikeout of the inning.
5 strikeouts now for Danielle Penner.
Jody Barksdale, the designated player, coming up to bat.
Barksdale, one of 4 Husky batters to ground out to Danielle Penner in this game. She did so back in the second.
Penner is set. Here's the pitch. Strike, the changeup to start it off. You know, you're standing in there expecting the heat from Penner, and in comes the old fluffer nutter, you know.
Weapon like that, you just makes Danielle just such a complete, dangerous pitcher.
A second changeup for strike 2.
Even fooled Dana Boyer somewhat.
And here comes, now look for the heat. Here comes here's the K pitch right here. Danielle Penner. She struck her out on 3 straight slow pitches.
Brings up the second baseman, number 28, Lisa Verge.
Lisa Verge comes up now. After giving up a home run, Penner gets 2 straight strikeouts.
6 strikeouts now for Danielle. Lisa Verge grounded out to Penner back in the 3rd inning. Cal up again 7-1, looking to go to the show at Kansas.
There's another slow off-speed pitch. That's 4 in a row. Strike 1.
California hosting the softball Mid-Atlantic Regional for the first time in school history.
One of these has got to be the smoke. There it is, strike 2. Unbelievable. 2 straight strikeouts and ahead 0-2 to Lisa Verge. I think that home run got her a little upset. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A home run and then 3 straight strikeouts for Danielle Penner. That'll end the inning. Cal up 7-1. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
You gotta see Harper, see Harper Chevrolet.
I've been around this town a long time, and when it comes to buying a Buick, you can't beat C. Harper. With Buick's quality and style and C. Harper's commitment to customer satisfaction, you've got a winning combination. So before you buy a Buick, Chevy, or Geo somewhere else, see C. Harper first. You'll be glad you did. C. Harper Chevrolet, Geo, and Buick, Route 51, Belle Vernon.
Is he dead? Nope, he's just plain dead. Watch.
Oh, what a pity.
Dad, wait till you see what Sparky can do.
And we are back, and Tara Douglas now faces Katie Bauer. First pitch is down, ball 1. Cal leading 7-1 if you've just joined us. Paul Flores and Bruce Wald here. Championship game, Mid-Atlantic region. Cal looking real good at this point. And she got some metal to that one, but it's popped up higher than it is longer. Shortstop Lisa Lefevre going out there, or I should say Jen Lefevre, pulling that one in. So Douglas pops out the shortstop. And Dana Boyer, who has 2 hits. 2 singles. This one hit into short center. Well, going to make the center fielder. And there's 1 pitch, another out for Dana Boyer.
When the pitchers take over in softball, it can be a very fast-moving game. The Bloomsburg-Kutztown game earlier today, an hour and 9 minutes. Cal-Kutztown game on Friday, an hour and 17 minutes. So no time to plant any daisies when you're watching the fast-paced game of college women's softball.
Sarah Casson in there. Sarah has an RBI double to her credit today and a fielder's choice. Strike 1 for Sarah Casson here in the 6th inning, top of the 6th.
Casson doubled in Tara Douglas, who had walked and stole second back in the 4th.
This one fouled back over the dugout. Out of play. 2 strikes to Casson. Katie Bauer, the pitcher of record now for Bloomsburg, coming in for Kittle. Here's the pitch. This one popped up. Second base. Should Lisa Verge get over there and make the catch? She does. That'll retire the side. So 6.5 innings now in the book. Or 5.5, I should say. I'm sorry. That was the top of the 6th inning. And we'll move now to Bloomsburg's chance in the 6th. And April Grimes will lead off. Grimes, Lefevre, Hartley.
And again, with Cal owning a 6-run lead, just needing to retire Bloomsburg for 2 more innings, we can probably begin to set the stage for the Division II National Championships, which will take place at the Tressler Sports Complex in Emporia, Kansas, beginning Thursday, May 16th. Will be Nebraska-Kearney will place California-Davis at noon in the first game. Then defending national champion Kennesaw State will take on Florida Southern in the second game. And then in the third game, number 1 ranked Wisconsin Parkside against, hopefully, California. That would be at 5 o'clock in a big battle of number 1 against number 2. And the final game on Thursday in Kansas would be Nebraska-Omaha against American International out of the New England region. And Paul, again, 6 outs away, and to make it to something that prestigious is to be one of 8 teams left. There's over nearly 300 softball teams in Division II. And California, again, showing why they are one of the elite teams in college softball.
A team of destiny. California said from the beginning of the year that they were focused to go the route, to go the long distance and make the big trip. And they're 6 outs away from it right now with a 7-1 lead. I think all the wheels would have to fall off the cart. It would have to get set on fire and burned right now. But here we go. You never can tell in a game as quick as softball. You know, 1 runner, 2 runners, and a home run, and they're right back in it again. So let's keep focused here for Danielle Penner. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to April Grimes. And she has just completed 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning and now gets ahead 1 strike on April Grimes.
Back in the third, Grimes flew out to Colleen Hahn deep in left field.
Boyer gets the signal, passes it on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Penner is really humming here.
7 strikeouts for Penner, including the last 3 Huskies in a row she set down via decay.
Let's see if we get the off-speed pitch here. Been very effective for Penner today. Been very effective all season, actually. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 4 straight strikeouts in a row for Danielle Penner. And that'll bring up Jen Lefevre, who has a ground out to the pitcher and a ground out to second base.
All-tournament team, so we ask that you remain for the all-tournament team immediately following this game.
Jen Lefevre, who could be wrapping up her career 0 for 2 today, grounded out to Penner in the first, grounded out to Sarah Casson back in the third to end the third inning.
And there's a line shot hit out to left center. Hahn circles behind the ball, gets it into second to hold Jen Lefevre to a single. That's her first hit of the day. And the first time a leadoff batter, the leadoff batter hit a home run last inning. Sorry about that. So we have a runner on first, nobody out. Bev Hartley, the left fielder, stepping in for Bloomsburg.
Bev is grounded out to Sarah Casson back in the first and the fourth inning. And we could use a ground out to Casson now, possibly a 4 to 6 to 3 doubleheader as it's getting a little chilly.
All right, here we go. The pitch. Fouled back to the screen here, off the ground. Strike 1 to Bev Hartley. Penner still out there, short sleeve shirt, freezing cold, pitching. Shot of Wagner at first, along with Jen Lefevre of Bloomsburg. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ooh, outside ball. Bring that to 1-1, I believe the count. Danielle Penner winds up. Called strike 2. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yes, we do. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Penner working on 4 strikeouts over the last 5 batters. This one's flied out towards center field, right field. Circling over, making the catch is Carrie Novak. Backing up is Jen Valerian. So we have a fly out to right field for Bev Hartley, and in comes Katie Bauer, who is the pitcher, relief pitcher for Carrie Kittle.
Bauer bounced out to Penner back in her only at bat back in the 4th inning.
Penner working on a 3-hitter right now. Here's the pitch. Ball down and away. There's Jen Lefevre on first base. Katie Bauer, number 13. Lucky number 13. Wind up in the pitch. Fouled away. Good thing she got a piece of that. That was a called strike, I'm sure. That was a beautiful pitch by Danielle Penner. All right, Bauer stands in there looking for Penner. Here's Penner's windup. Ball. Ooh. Boy, that was an awful good-looking pitch to lay off of.
Just missed the outside corner.
All right, Penner set again to deliver. Swing, fouled off into the screen down the right field line here.
As tough as Penner has been this game, it's almost a moral victory just to put the ball into play.
You got that right. Good point there, Mr. Wald. That's why I call you the dean of color commentators here at CUTV baseball or softball. Here's the windup.
Heat, and we need the heat.
Swing and a miss. The throw down to second. Do they tag her? No. She'll get second base. But it is another strikeout for Danielle Penner, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Paul was irrelevant because there were 2 outs.
Oh, that's right. There was a 2 out.
Yeah.
Strikeout was the 3rd out.
It was the 3rd out in the inning, so no runs on 1 hit for the Huskies in the 6th.
Okay, you're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network. Cal leads 7-1.
Though our name is little known, we speak to all America. From the simple pager to new two-way pagers, and soon even pagers that speak. Affordable technology keeping America in touch. We're PageNet, the world's largest paging company. PageNet, in touch and ingenious.
Pittsburgh Communications is your authorized Motorola two-way radio dealer. When you hear Motorola, you think dependability, durability, originality, and affordability. Pittsburgh Communications has supplied most EMS, fire, and police agencies in the Pittsburgh area, as well as small business and large airline communications. Pittsburgh Communications, taking care of your two-way communication needs. For more information, call 412-366-3510.
Top of the 7th inning, Chrissy Cameron steps in there. Cameron with a single in her last at bat. Katie Bauer pitches, offers the first one. It's a ball down low. On deck is Lith Webb, followed by Carrie Novak. Chris is ready. This one up around the eyes, ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Christie 1 for 3 in this game. She singled in Sarah Casson back in the 4th inning.
All right, wind up in a pitch is a called strike. That one, 2 balls, 1 strike. 7-1 the score. California bats, and then they're 3 outs away from the trip to the World Series. There's a long shot hit down left field. Going to be foul. Falls to the ground. Out in left field, foul territory.
Again, last weekend at Williamsport, Christie 7 for 12 and earning MVP honors, and she scored 7 of Cal's 18 runs with a couple of doubles to boot.
All right, here's Cameron. Focuses, she's set. And she pops this one up weakly. Will it get out of, yeah, it gets out of play. Hits a dugout, I believe. California's dugout. So Cameron stays alive with 2 strikes. Cameron ready now as Bauer gets the signal. Here's the pitch. Pops this one up, first base side. First base makes the catch. That's Bailey for the putout.
Batting third baseman, number 11, Lift Webb.
All right.
Lith Webb, the first team National All-American, member of the 96 Canadian Olympic team. Lith 1 for 2 today. She walked and scored the first run in the first, doubled in the third, hit into a double play in the fourth.
All right, down and away. Ball 1 to Lith Webb.
Of course, the double play that the CUTV replay showed she beat out. Sure, Lith will just take the trip to Kansas and be happy.
Here we go. Here's the pitch. Down and away again. Ball. Bruce, we'll see if we can get, after the game, just a quick word or two from a couple of players. We want Penner. I think we need Colleen Hahn, another senior here. See if we can get Colleen for a word. And Penner. Here's the ball hit back and over to first base. Throw goes from Bauer to Bailey to make the second out of the inning now. And Carrie Novak comes up, right fielder. Has a double today. Scored the first Cal run. So Carrie Novak may get a swing. Hoping that she's not the last at-bat at Lily Field for Cal this season.
No, but Carey got things rolling with that big double back in the first inning.
Boy, she hit that one a long way, but it is foul and out of play for a long strike. The reason we have to get a couple of softball players is because both of them together being interviewed take about 30 seconds. They're not great public speakers at this point.
Colleen didn't want to talk on the radio a weekend ago.
Let's see if we can get her here today. Tell her Coach Flores wants to see her. That's it. And a drill to the third base who doesn't even catch it in the glove but hangs on to it against the rib cage for the putout is Hickey. So California just 3 outs away now from making that trip. And we'll see if we can get Coach Bertinoli to come over after the game is over.
And Paul, Danielle Penner will face the meat of the Husky lineup, hitters 4, 5, and 6, needing 3 outs to give California the NCAA Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship and the big trip to Emporia, Kansas for the national championships.
All right, here we go. We have Danielle Penner.
Going for her 24th victory this season against only 2 losses.
Danielle giving up 2 singles and a home run today. That's it for that 7-1 score right now.
Danielle's first loss of the season was a tough one to Wisconsin Parkside, the number 1 ranked team in the country. And, of course, her other loss, she gave up 0 earned runs in 7 innings. So she's been just about as unbeatable as a pitcher could be.
I have to wind up here. Look at that motion. I wouldn't want to stand in there. There's a dugout shot there, and look at that whip. There's Boyer's throw down, and boy, what an arm. Look at that, right on the money. Ooh. Somebody would have slid right into that one. Bloomsburg doesn't look the happiest I've ever seen in a dugout. Down 6 runs right now, being that they could only manage 1 run at this point, up to this point. So we have a few things to clear up after the game. We'll get the naming of the all-tournament team. And we'll get a couple interviews for you here before we head out to Kansas. Here's the first pitch. And a shot hit out to center field. Is it out of here? No, up against the fence. Valeria gets it in. They can get her at second with the tag. She's out of here. But she will get credit for the single. So a long single and then thrown out at second.
Kind of the changing of the guard right there in the Mid-Atlantic region. California 2 outs away. They
look at Valeria tripped a little bit, but still gets the ball in a hurry. And Casson makes the catch and puts the glove down in front of the bag for the tag. She's out.
Beautiful tag by the McKee Sport Jr., Sarah Casson. Perfect throw by Valeriot.
And there's the call, the big call. She's out of here. So give her a hit, but wipe her out at second base. 1 out.
Bring up the catcher, Megan Hunsiger, with Bloom's only run with a home run to center in the 5th. She struck out in the 2nd.
Here's the pitch. 2 more outs California needs. That's it. And Bruce, I believe it's starting to get a little brighter out. I don't know. It looks to me like it's lightening up a little bit.
The sun's shining brightly on Cal U.
Get a little brighter out there. The sun comes out. Strike 2 on a beautiful off-speed pitch. Way ahead, 0-2 in the count to Hunsinger.
This will be the 5th NCAA regional team title in school history. 2 for softball, 2 for men's basketball, and of course wrestling back in 1991.
Ground ball to the dugout on the third base side. Webb gets the ball back and flips it out to Penner.
But Paul, this is a much more powerful and balanced and complete team that will be going to Kansas representing Cal U softball than the one in 94.
This is probably one of our best shots of a team to win a national team title if we can get to Emporia before this day is over.
Undoubtedly one of the best, and in time could be the best team in Cal U athletic history. A formidable team on the verge of winning a regional championship.
And she's called out on a change of speed, just a half a swing for Hunsinger. And that's another strikeout for Wagner.
It's 10 strikeouts now for Danielle Penner.
Unbelievable. For Penner, I mean, not Wagner. Wagner lost her ERA, went skyrocketing this year when she pitched in a contest.
Didn't do any wonders for the team ERA, but everybody had fun. Rick Bertinoli told me in an 18-7 Cal win over Edinburgh that day.
1 more out, folks. 1 more out. And it's Marcy Hickey, the last gasp of breath for Bloomsburg. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball outside just a tad.
Hickey with
1-0 the count.
Hickey with one of 4 Husky hits against Penner. She singled to left back in the 2nd.
Back to the wall, 7-1 the score. California.
Cowan out away from joining Dorothy and Toto.
Here we go. Strike in the off-speed pitch. No one is expecting the off-speed pitch. 1-1 to count. Penner now looking for the signal from Boyer. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hickey looks down the line and says, oh my God, another off-speed pitch. What's next? Well, probably the heat. Here we go. Number 1, Danielle Penner. In more ways than one. She's number 1. Not just on the uniform, folks. You name it in pitching stats and on and on and on. Here we go. Here's the pitch. High and away. One more out California needs. Last out of the PSAC championship was a fly ball to right field. Carrie Novak circled under for that last out. Here's the pitch. Fouled back into the screen. That bring the count to full, I believe.
Come on, Danielle. Come on, put it away.
Sonny Pompili, umpire, brushes off the plate so Danielle can get that last pitch across here. Marcy Hickey, full count, 2 down. Penner'd like to put it out in style, wouldn't she, with a K here? Any out will take, though, right now. Here's the pitch, and it's hit out to center fielder Jen Valerian. Circles under, and California is the Mid-Atlantic Regional Champion in softball, and they'll be heading to Emporia, Kansas, to the World Series, Division II Softball World Series. A happy bunch of Vulcans here as they are celebrating out on the field. And Coach Bertinoli walks out very, very slowly to join his team. Great job here by the Vulcans in wrapping up the weekend as the regional champs in softball. And We have got it done, folks. We have got it done. Let's take a look at that last out again. Out to center field. Valeriot circles under, and there's the catch made out of the screen, but you can see the celebration begins at California in the infield here as all the players come out to mob their friends, and California going to the World Series. Oh, brother, we've got a lot staying for you here. I'll tell you what, we're going to take just a brief break. We'll go away for a minute, and we'll be back with all kinds of things. And California wins the big one, 7-1. We'll be back with a wrap-up after this.
You know, it's never too early to get ready for the rest of your life. You may now be a high school student or a recent high school graduate who wants more out of life than what you've got right now. We know you've got the questions. And call California University of Pennsylvania because we think we have the answers. The admissions office number is 938-4404. Then stop down to see us. Bring those questions along with you. We believe that we have the answers to a successful future for you. Flexible schedules with day and evening classes close to home. A great dollar value complete with payment plan. Get yourself ready for the rest of your life today. Call Cal U Admissions Office at 938-4404. A caring university that will care for you. Cal U of PA, 938-4404.
If you want to think of all the discounted loan rates, reduced fees, and other privileges you get with Integra Max as pennies from heaven, go ahead. But be careful. Integra Bank, the loans you need for times like these. Can't make heads or tails of your loan application? We know how you feel. That's why Integra Bank has shortened and simplified their application just by using some common sense. Now it's easy to get the loans you need for times like these.
There's a block up ahead. Touchdown, Cal. Hot Eats, cool treats at Dairy Queen.
After that big game in Vulcan territory, be sure to stop by the newly remodeled California Dairy Queen. Open all year round, 7 days a week. A banana split or an ice cream sundae is sure to hit the spot. It's a great place to go for a tasty treat in California and get together after the game.
Hot Eats, cool treats, we treat you right.
Pushing count of three.
Timeout is called right now. Shaq's got to do something big to get back in this game.
Commercial.
Shaq is leaving the court. What do you mean?
He's over there. He's on Lucy.
What?
I didn't know Shaq could ride a horse.
Hiya, pal. Well, the timeout is over. I wonder if he's going to get back. Hey, wait a minute. Shaq's back. He got it. How about that?
He says there's nothing good on TV.
Uniontown Holiday Inn, owned by Crown American Hotels, is the perfect place for a family getaway. The Uniontown Holiday Inn offers more than just comfortable rooms. There's great food and all kinds of family fun in the Holodome Indoor Recreation Center. And when everything quiets down, there's even something special for mom and dad. Remember, kids and grandkids eat, stay, and play free. The Uniontown Holiday Inn, the official hotel for family fun.
Interview with Coach Rick Bertinoli. And Rick, congratulations on the Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship and the trip coming to Kansas. It's got to be something that you've been hoping for all season long.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's always a dream come true to get there, and, I'm just so excited right now. I really don't know what to say.
Well, I'll tell you, the kids played exceptionally well. They jumped on it right in the first inning.
Yeah, we finally came out to play today. I mean, their intensity was there, and you saw how they attacked the ball at the plate and in the field. And Danielle Penner, I mean, the performance they put on today was marvelous to beat a wonderful team like Bloomsburg University.
Well, you've got to say that there is something special about this team. It's advanced to the World Series, but you had that feeling all season long there was something special about this team.
Yeah, there was a little magic there. I really don't know what it is. I don't want to know, but as long as it just keeps happening. Kind of like the magic you had on the stand there.
I just took a header over here, folks. I mean, flat on the back off the staging, and we're still here to talk about it, though. Do I have mud all over me or what?
I'm glad to see you're all right. Just don't show your backside.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm looking forward to going to Kansas with you this week.
Well, you come right along with us because we're going to be there.
We'll see you there.
All right.
Okay, let's see if we can get a couple of players in here. We have Danielle Penner coming in, pitcher superb, and of course another heavy hitter all season long, Colleen Hawn. And Colleen, you said there was something special about this team when the year started. Congratulations to you, kiddo.
Thank you very much. We all worked real hard for this. Here we go. We're going to Kansas.
I'll tell you, after Friday's game, the opener, you had to say to yourself, well, we made it tough for ourselves, but this team has always been able to battle back.
Yeah, we always do it the hard way. But, hey, we're here, so here we go. You know, it doesn't matter how we do it, we're going, and that's all that matters.
Okay, congratulations on the Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship, and, hey, Kansas, here we come.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thanks.
Great, Colleen. Come here, Danielle. Let's get over here. Danielle Penner, the pitcher that's gotten the job done during the year, and Danielle, I'll tell you, you looked like you were on from the very beginning of the game today.
Thanks. I felt good. It's time to be pumped, and I was pumped.
The other thing I think that was working very effectively for you was that off-speed or change-up today.
Oh, yeah, that's the pitch I think I work hardest at because that's the pitch I need the most.
Well, I noticed at one stretch here you had 4 straight strikeouts over a couple innings and actually had 5 out of 6 players with the strikeout toward the end of the game here. It looked as though you're getting stronger as the game went on.
Oh, I needed to. I was letting up a little bit, and that was the home run, and that was when I realized that this is the regional championship, and it's time to be pumped and no letting up, and I was good to go.
Well, I'll tell you, you've just done a tremendous job for us all year long. We congratulate you. We congratulate you on the All-Conference. We congratulate you on the All-Tournament team here as well. And look forward to that trip to Kansas. I'll be out there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Tell everybody that's not going to get down at least this far to pick up our radio station broadcast back from Kansas.
Most definitely.
Okay,
Thanks.
Congratulations, kiddo. And that'll do it. Great coverage today of our game. The sun comes out, of course, as the game is over. I'd like to thank all of our crew members for a job tremendously well done today under adverse weather conditions, a little bit colder than we expected. Here is that Division II Mid-Atlantic Regional team. I'll just read the names off for you. Megan Hunsiger from Bloomsburg, Jen Wagner, California, Sarah Casson, California, Jen Lefevre of Bloomsburg, Lith Webb of California, Bev Hartley of Bloomsburg, Carrie Novak, California, Jen Valeriak, California, Danielle Penner, California, Tiffany Matus of Kutztown, Karen Gummel of Kutztown, and Christy Kittle of Bloomsburg. So that's the regional tournament. Folks, our next broadcast will be on radio for you, and you can tune in to the World Series from Emporia, Kansas, as Bruce Wald and I will be there to bring you all the exciting action. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and congratulations to the California Lady Vulcans, the Mid-Atlantic Regional Champions, on our way to Kansas. We'll see you next time.
Summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match here. But at night it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city. Cool town, meeting in the city, dressed so fine and looking so pretty. Cool cat, looking for a kitty, gonna look in every corner of the city. Till I'm wheezing like a bus stop, running up the stairs, gonna meet you on the rooftop.